Hey, it's Shelley at RX Empathy, and thanks for joining me today. Every Monday I share some of my messy and wonderful life and show everybody how I use empathy, self-empathy to make my life better. Today I just really want to focus on one part of the kit that I use that I've created. This is the kit, as you know, and if you open it up, it has three parts. It also has a guidebook, which I've taken out, but it has three parts. It has feelings cards, needs cards, and inspiration cards. And today I'm really just going to focus on the feelings. If you check out my blog today, you'll see how I am passionate about making sure that I feel my feelings and don't avoid them or numb them in various ways that I was really good at in the past. Anyway, so what you do is you, when you have a situation that's bothering you, you grab the deck of feelings cards, and there are 50 of them, so you can look through them. The important part to remember is that feelings are non-judgmental, and they don't involve blaming. So sometimes when I'm doing a workshop, people will say, oh, well, I feel like a victim. And actually that's a judgment. So it's important that you get clear with the cards. That's why the cards are important, that it's just strictly feelings, your feelings that you're feeling without any judgment attached. Judgment like a victim or I've been abused or whatever you might, what words you might use, are attached to a story. And that's really what we're trying to get away from. We're trying to get away from what stories we're telling ourselves and instead strictly focus on the feelings. So I go through, I think of a situation, which isn't hard because they happen all the time, and I go through my deck of feelings cards and I slowly go through them and I pull out any cards that resonate. Oftentimes I get between 8 and 10. And I lay them out and I look at them and I just honor the fact that as a human, I have a lot of feelings, positive and negative feelings, indicating met and unmet needs. It's just a really beautiful thing to say, you know what? Part of my human experience is feeling a whole wide range of feelings. Then what I do is I narrow the feelings down to 1 or 2 strong feelings. Sometimes I end up with 3. There are no rules. You can do what you like. By the way, I journal all of this typically so that I can look back on it. Like for instance, today, when I think about doing this video for you guys, a couple of feelings came up for me that were strong. Because I'm passionate about this, about feeling your feelings and eventually figuring out what your needs are, that's the next step, and then getting inspired to take action. But the feelings that I have that came out strongly because I care about wanting to share this, were concerned and moved. I know what this practice has done in my life. It's had an absolutely monumental shift, or caused a monumental shift in a positive direction. And I want to share that with others. That's why I'm doing this. So you would pull out the feelings that are strongest to you and then take a couple of minutes and just feel. No judgment, no control, just feel the feelings. Sometimes you can explore where the feeling is in your body, but just give yourself an opportunity to feel. It's a human, it's part of being human. It's part of the experience. Avoiding them or going around them or numbing your feelings, those are the practices that get us into trouble. Those are the practices that get us further and further away from who we really are and further away from leading a healthy life. Oftentimes, if you're avoiding uncomfortable feelings and you're running from them, as I describe in my blog, it's like a chase that goes on. You're running from really important information that you can sort of internalize by just sitting with your feelings and going through them. That's where the personal growth happens. Not around them, not avoiding them, not running from them, and definitely not by numbing them. The important part too is that you don't attach a story to the feelings. Just feel. Just allow yourself to have the feeling and sit with it. And you'll find that you will gain insight and better understanding, and you'll really appreciate how your feelings are guiding you to understand, this situation doesn't feel quite right, or maybe I need to think about this in a new way. Just sitting without any judgment, without any control, can really be a huge benefit. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, is the first part of my kit, which is just the feelings. And they eventually, of course, lead you to the very important direction of figuring out what your needs are. And that I'll take a look at that next week. I'll highlight how we use the needs portion of the kit. But in the meantime, take a moment, and the next time you feel like you're in a practice of numbing your feelings. For me, I have practices of numbing in all kinds of ways. One of them is binge watching Netflix is one of my favorites. And while I'm binge watching, I am also like constantly snacking on not necessarily good stuff. And I'm not even hungry. So I take an opportunity when I feel myself falling into that pattern, and I say, you know what, I'm going to sit for a couple of minutes and just feel. And you move through the feelings, and they leave you with insight and understanding. Instead of like fighting them and resisting them, moving through them creates a brand new way to be. So that's it for today. Finny's on the bed here. I'll just give you a little quick look at Finny. He's having a little sleep there. I called him up because he was barking at the neighbor out the window. So thanks for joining me. And remember, you are not alone in this human struggle. We're in it together. I'm happy that you've joined me, and I want you to remember that you have feelings, you have needs, and you matter. So go grab yourself a great day. I plan to. Take care.